Attention, passionate Cleveland Browns fans, a major update just dropped straight from the AFC North that could completely change the course of the season. Something big is unfolding, and it could have a direct impact on the Browns' path to another potential Super Bowl run. We're talking about a shift in the division's balance of power, one that might cause one of our top rivals to stumble badly in the coming years. But before we dive in, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, make sure you subscribe to the channel to keep fueling this passion. Show that you're part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share this with your friends. Now, let's get to the news. If you've been following the NFL lately, you've probably noticed that the Cleveland Browns are once again at the center of a major stir. What's happening behind the scenes at the franchise is going to catch everyone by surprise, and you won't want to miss it. But before we break today's hot updates, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because we bring you the most relevant Browns news, rumors, and analysis every single day. That way, you won't miss a single update that could directly impact the future of your team. That said, let's jump straight to the point, because today's news is explosive. The Cleveland Browns, a franchise marked by promise, challenges, and one of the most loyal fan bases in the NFL, could be on the verge of a game-changing move that nobody saw coming. There's a lot going on, and things inside the organization appear to be evolving in a major, possibly permanent way. So what exactly is happening? First, let's put things into perspective. Since the Browns returned to the NFL in 1999, it's been a roller coaster ride. Years filled with frustration, painful eliminations, and seasons where fans kept wondering if the turnaround would ever come. But in recent seasons, especially under head coach Kevin Stefanski, the team has shown signs of real progress. There's been a genuine effort to build a strong foundation with a long-term vision, one that could put the Browns in position to consistently compete at the highest level of the NFL. The 2023 season reflected that journey. It was a wild ride. Flashes of brilliance that fired up the fan base, but also key injuries and offensive instability that kept the team from having a more solid run. And it's in this atmosphere of uncertainty and hope that the biggest topic of the moment arises: the quarterback position. Deshaun Watson, who arrived in Cleveland through a blockbuster trade, was brought in to be the franchise quarterback, the guy to lead the Browns back into serious playoff contention. After a rocky start, he's shown glimpses of his old self, but the doubts remain. Can Watson stay consistent? Can he physically endure an entire season? Can he still play at the level this team needs? And that's exactly where a new name has entered the conversation. For both fans and the front office: Shedeur Sanders. That's right, him. Quarterback for the University of Colorado and son of the legendary Deion Sanders. Shedeur has become one of the most exciting young talents in college football today. His performances have been turning heads nationwide, with high-level play, smart decisions, and a natural leadership presence that jumps off the screen. And of course, NFL scouts and team executives are paying attention. In particular, there are strong rumors that the Cleveland Browns are closely watching Shedeur Sanders as a potential future quarterback for the franchise. That speculation has only intensified recently. Reports suggest that Cleveland, along with other teams, is monitoring Shedeur's development very closely. Some say the Browns could be preparing for a strategic move in the draft, or even a bold trade, if there's an opening to land the quarterback. But why all this interest? Because Shedeur embodies exactly what today's NFL demands: a true dual-threat QB with athletic ability, field vision, passing accuracy, and a natural leadership mindset. He's the type of talent that can reshape a franchise's future, and that hasn't gone unnoticed in Cleveland. And when you look at the Browns' current roster, it starts to make even more sense. Stefanski's offense has been taking shape, built on a strong running game and key receiving weapons like Amari Cooper and Donovan Peoples-Jones. The offensive line is efficient, and the defense, led by Myles Garrett, is still one of the most feared in the league. The one major missing piece? Consistent quarterback play. That's why imagining Shedeur Sanders at the helm of this offense is so exciting. Picture it: a dynamic, explosive attack led by a young QB with a strong arm, mobility, and natural leadership. backed by a dominant defense and solid ground game. That's the kind of combination that could easily power the Browns into the playoffs, and maybe even further. Let's not forget, Sanders is only 22 years old and has plenty of room to grow. Many analysts believe that with the right environment and proper development, he can absolutely become an elite quarterback in the NFL. Of course, we're still in speculation territory here. The NFL draft process is full of variables. A lot can change between now and April 2025, from team draft positions to Sanders' final college performance. But the timing for Cleveland makes this even more compelling. The Browns are at a crossroads. Stick with Watson and keep building around him, or usher in a new era with a rising talent like Shedeur Sanders. And more importantly, how would this affect the team's salary cap? What kind of move would it take to secure Sanders? What's the real cost-benefit here? No doubt, these are the kinds of questions the front office is actively discussing behind closed doors. When we look at the franchise's recent history, it's easy to understand why the fan base is craving stability. There have been moments of hope, like the 2020 playoff run that ended a long drought, and the Baker Mayfield era that briefly captured fans' hearts. But consistency was never truly achieved. Injuries, coaching changes, and constant roster shifts undermined any attempt at building a lasting winning culture. That's why Shedeur Sanders is generating so much buzz. This isn't just about raw talent. It's about a possible turning point. It's about bringing in a new identity, a new face, a new leader to rally the locker room. And let's not forget Kevin Stefanski has already proven he can develop quarterbacks. With the right structure, Shedeur could thrive in Cleveland's system. His competitive mindset combined with the team's resilient culture could create something powerful, on and off the field. As the offseason approaches, all eyes will be on the Browns' front office. Will they make a bold move? Will they go all in on Sanders? Or will they continue shaping the team around Watson, filling other key gaps instead? One thing's for sure, the Browns don't want to be background noise in the NFL anymore. They're aiming to be contenders, and Shedeur Sanders might just be the missing piece to make that happen. So, Browns Nation, what do you think? Is Shedeur the right bet? Or do you still believe Watson is the man to take Cleveland to the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share your opinion, and of course, smash that like button so YouTube keeps showing you the most up-to-date videos on the Cleveland Browns. It really helps the channel grow. The future is wide open, and maybe, just maybe, we're about to witness the dawn of a brand new era in Cleveland.